Bro, thank you for choosing this video. Welcome back to this channel, a haven for Chelsea news updates. So find a comfortable seat and grab a drink, because this time I'm presenting 10 stories about Chelsea off the pitch that you probably didn't know. I hope to reach 300 likes. By liking this video, I'm even more motivated to provide as much news as possible and as interesting as possible for you. And finally, please comment where you're from. I'd love to know which countries are watching this video.
Enzo Maresca was once again in the spotlight after Chelsea defeated Barcelona 3-0 at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. Chelsea reportedly dominated from the start, while Barcelona struggled to match the Blues' intensity even before Ronald Araujo's red card made things even more difficult for the visitors. Maresca explained that Chelsea's game plan from the start was to force Barcelona to run without the ball. According to him, Barca is only comfortable when in control of the game and will suffer when forced to find space. "We wanted to make Barcelona run because that's where they suffer the most," Maresca said. He emphasized that Chelsea had to win the ball back as quickly as possible and not give Barca a chance to establish a rhythm. As a result, 3 goals were scored, 3 more were disallowed, and several big chances were created by exploiting Barca's overly high defensive line. This victory was considered important, but Maresca warned that his team should not get carried away with the euphoria, as the next match awaited. He also praised Estevao Willian's performance, which was mature and full of confidence, although he emphasized that young players should not be burdened by comparisons with big stars. Does this win signal Chelsea's rise to the top of the table as a serious contender in Europe this season? Estevao's performance once again stole the spotlight as Chelsea defeated Barcelona at Stamford Bridge. On a night when European accolades gathered, from Ballon d'Or runners-up to the European Golden Shoe winner, an 18-year-old who had only been in Europe for 3 months was the center of attention. Estevao recorded 24 successful passes, created 3 chances, 3 key passes, and a spectacular goal that doubled the Blues' lead. According to reports, Enzo Maresca targeted the gaps behind Barcelona's high line from the start. By deploying Estevao centrally, Chelsea were able to repeatedly penetrate the space left by the opposing defenders. Enzo Fernandez also made several first passes into the area, and Estevao was a constant threat with 8 touches in the penalty area and 2 dangerous shots. His powerful goal, which reached 64 miles per hour, placed him in an elite group, one of only 3 teenagers to score in their first 3 Champions League matches, alongside Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. Furthermore, his high pressing made it difficult for Barcelona to build attacks. The question arises, with such a dominant performance, is Estevao truly on his way to becoming the next superstar for Chelsea? Eric Garcia admitted that Estevao's brilliant goal was the moment that truly killed his team's hopes in their 0-3 Champions League defeat to Chelsea. The match was tight in the first half, with both teams attacking, though neither was clinical. Chelsea even had a goal disallowed for handball, while Ferran Torres had a golden opportunity was wasted. The deadlock was broken by Jules Koundé's own goal, before Ronald Araujo's red card gave the Blues the upper hand. Barcelona are known for their ability to stage incredible comebacks, but Garcia emphasized that Estevao's goal was the one that killed everything. According to him, once it was 2-0, the team's mentality immediately collapsed. Garcia also admitted that Chelsea's pressing throughout the match was difficult to overcome. Barcelona tried to break through their fullbacks, but never found a rhythm. "We had to keep chasing the ball throughout the match," he said. This victory lifted Chelsea to 5th in the Champions League standings and moved them closer to an automatic qualification for the knockout stages. Next, Maresca must turn his attention to the Premier League in a heated derby against Arsenal. Do you think Estevao's goal confirms that he is indeed Chelsea's next superstar? Robert Sanchez was once again in the spotlight after Chelsea's 3-0 victory over Barcelona in the Champions League. El Chiringuito reported that the goalkeeper made a pointed remark about Barca wonderkid Lamine Yamal, who had been harmless throughout. The match at Stamford Bridge was dominated by Chelsea, with Jules Koundé's own goal, Estevao's brilliant solo effort, and Liam Dilap's finish. Yamal struggled to cope with Marc Cucurella. The Spanish left-back reportedly closed down space, pressed, and stopped Yamal's every attempt throughout the night. Sanchez even responded to the media. He was in Cucurella's pocket. He also made an even harsher quip, "All the players look great, until they come to the Premier League." Sanchez insisted the victory was no fluke. Barcelona were reduced to 10 men after Araujo's sending off, but he said Chelsea dominated from the first minute and once again demonstrated their ability to play aggressively in big matches. When asked if Barcelona were favourites to win, Sanchez laughed it off and replied, "We are." With such strong performances, does Chelsea deserve to be called a serious candidate for the European title this season? Chelsea is once again preparing an aggressive move in the transfer market, with a primary focus, recruiting more young talents like Estevao. According to internal club sources, the Blues' long-term project remains on track, namely building a competitive squad for the next 5 to 10 years through players under the age of 21. SHOCKS explained that Chelsea's success in acquiring Estevao strengthens the club's confidence in continuing this strategy. It is reported that Chelsea has activated its scouting network in South America, Eastern Europe, and Africa to find players with a similar profile, high technique, rapid development, and long-term investment value. Several reports have also indicated that Chelsea is monitoring 2 or 3 new names who could become part of the club's future core. While no official targets have been identified, the direction of the strategy is clear. The Blues want to increase the number of young players with world-class potential before their prices skyrocket. Morris also previously assessed that Estevao has now become a cult hero among fans, and this is believed to strengthen the club's ambition to repeat the same formula. This strategy certainly raises an important question. Will this wonderkid-based approach really bring Chelsea back to the top, or is it fraught with risks if not accompanied by sufficient experience? Chelsea once again put in a dominant performance against Barcelona in the Champions League, and according to Dilap, this performance was just the beginning of Enzo Maresca's squad's true potential. In the 3-0 victory at Stamford Bridge, Dilap scored his first home goal after latching onto a perfect pass from Enzo Fernandez, completing a night that had already been highlighted by a sensational performance from Brazilian wonderkid Estevao. Dilap explained that the entire team executed the game plan very well, particularly in exploiting Barcelona's high defensive line. He emphasized that the team is becoming more solid, more confident, and more compact each week. This victory also restored Chelsea's momentum in the group stage, after previously drawing against Qarabag. 2 more wins are predicted to be enough to secure a direct ticket to the round of 16. Hansi Flick's Barcelona looked to be struggling against the Blues' high intensity, who were aggressive in their pressing and quick in attacking space. In addition to praising the defensive organization, Dilap also paid special tribute to Estevao, who has once again shown on the European stage and continues to capture the public's attention. With performances like this, the question is simple: are Chelsea really starting to scare their rivals? Estevao Willian's form has once again captured the spotlight after his spectacular goal against Barcelona in the Champions League. The 18-year-old has now scored 3 goals in a row in the competition, and many are beginning to wonder, will he become the new superstar and justify his £51 million transfer fee? Cristiano Ronaldo was once called the difference maker. Messi was known as a prodigious talent since his teenage years, and now, Estevao is entering the same conversation. Club directors are believed to be pleased with the winger's progress, who has now scored 5 goals in 17 appearances in all competitions. According to some analysts, it is precisely his adaptation to the Premier League that is the biggest indicator that Chelsea have bought a player different from the rest. Some British journalists have noted that Estevao's technical quality, fearlessness in one-on-one duels, and effectiveness in big matches, including goals against Liverpool and Barcelona, proves he has elite potential. However, others caution that this is just the beginning. Opponents will study his tendencies, his physical rhythm will be tested, and consistency is key. However, most observers agree, with an initial price tag of £29 million, which could rise to £51 million, Chelsea's investment so far looks very promising. The question is, will Estevao truly become a global superstar, or will this long, stressful journey determine his future? Estevao Willian was back in the spotlight after a brilliant performance in Chelsea's 3-0 Champions League victory over Barcelona. However, the victory was reportedly marred by a physical issue the wonderkid experienced in the final minutes of the match. Enzo Maresca is now awaiting an official medical update ahead of the big match against Arsenal. Estevao was considered one of Chelsea's best players that night. He scored the second goal with a stunning individual effort, dribbled past 2 Barcelona defenders before unleashing a powerful, unstoppable shot. After the match, he described the goal as the best moment of his young career. Concerns arose when Estevao was seen seeking treatment and had to be taken off. Initial reports suggested the injury was a muscle injury and could have been a major blow for Chelsea, especially with two crucial matches looming. However, there was some positive news. Estevao appeared to be in no significant pain when he left the pitch and even gave a post-match interview. Internal sources believe the substitution was likely a precautionary measure to avoid further injury. With his form on the rise and his role so crucial, can Chelsea breathe a sigh of relief after the official results are out?